Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Apple, and Amazon. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out CobraTrading.com/promo/StockBookie. All right, let's get right to the Facebook daily chart. It is, let's see, 3 million on the day, 30 cents up. Not too great of a day, 0.17% green, so nothing, no great shakes, but just to go over some of the support and resistance areas. We had big support right around the 175 area, then the 200 MA, and then these low pivots here, roughly around 168.94. Next areas would have been gap fill, and then this bottom pivot here at 161.56, then all the way down here at the big gap fill right here. This is a gap that will be filled. It's just a matter of time at 155.36. Okay. So we're holding this trend line. That's the big one. The fourth hit as well. The support from the 200 MA gave it a nice little bounce. Have a nice little bottoming tail with a nice close above that line too as well. That's a little bit more bullish. But overall, you have a down sideways pattern below the 20, below the 50 MA. If the 20 MA continues curling, you stay inside this inside bar bearish pattern, and it can't get above, I'm going to say 180, 196 or so, then this one will have some trouble possibly popping higher. If it does get back to this higher range or get above the 20 MA and the 50 MA, starts to consolidate, then you'll probably make a run for the roses and go for double top again, and possibly that 200 even number, which is a big attraction if Facebook can make it there. But right now, guys, a little bit weak, holding the 200 MA, so it's a little bit strong. I mean, it's okay, but weak being below the 20 and the 50 MA inside this bar, down sideways, slightly bearish. But I've seen these patterns go sideways, 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 looking like the next drop. The next thing you know, we're hitting all-time highs. So we're going to keep an eye on this pattern on Facebook. Give it to, I want to see on Friday where it closes and the weekly close, and then we'll go from there. But right now, it is a little bit bearish, more bear on the bearish side, setting up for possible lower prices. I got to see what it does in the next couple of days. I want to stick this Fibonacci in here as well. I'm going to go from that low to this high. And we have big level here right around the 188.16 area, and then the 185. So 185 to 188, somewhere in there. If it could get above there, we're going to see if it actually can get above the blue line. If it can't, then we'll have to see how it comes back when it retraces back to these lower 750, the 618 coming back down. But we're going to see where this thing goes in the next couple of days. If it does crack the 167.08 area, then we will be going down to the weekly 165.16, 50 MA, and if the whole markets give it up, we're going down to this lower pivot down here, and this is a great area, guys, around 114 or so, 115. Not to scare everybody, but this could be possible. My first target will be the daily 200, which it hit, okay? And then the next one will be the weekly 200 if these markets start to pull back. The SPY, the IWM, the Qs have to continue to fall for this thing to come in. But we do have really good support around 150 as well. So that's something else to look at. I'm going to stick in here a little bit bigger of a Fibonacci from these lows. We're in the weekly time frame now. So I want to go. We'll go over this one on Fridays. Usually that's when we do it, but we didn't do it last Friday, so I wanted to talk about it here. So if we come in, big area, 144.49. So watch for this, especially with the consolidation. If that cracks, we will be going down here to the 200 MA. I hope we don't. That tells me that they, did the same thing as before, brought this thing back up. But again, I still think we go to the November lows, and that's exactly where that is. This was all just pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Look at the turbulence. And then we're going to have the next leg down. So just beware. Just if you're long, just know that that's a possibility. And if you are long and waiting for this thing to go back up, you got to get back above the 20, get back above these big breakdown bars in the 188, 189 level, and then you could possibly shoot for the 200. So right now, not bad consolidation, but it is getting a little wild up here. Market sell. This one will be going lower with the rest of them as well. So, all right, Apple, guys. Apple, I'm going to go to the daily chart. Apple, pretty good volume today. They're pushing this thing up. I mean, pretty good volume in the last 2 weeks or so as this thing's been falling. Some people out there think this was a bull flag. Totally, it was just choppy consolidation. I mean, it is bullish. It was up and sideways in this channel, but once it tried to break out, everyone thought it was going higher. We were still bearish on it. Boom, pulled back. We were telling everybody 200 MA. That's exactly what it did. We even filled the gap and went a little bit lower. We're going to go to the weekly really quick. Let's see if the 50 MA was down there too for some support. So you had the 50 MA, and then you had this low pivot here before the breakout and then the consolidation. On the weekly, you could see a little bit better the consolidation. But man, when this thing started failing, that was it. And then the market started dumping. That just helps or exaggerates the move down basically. So right now, nothing really wrong. We got back above the 200 MA. We are still below the 50 and the 20, so it's in a neutral stance right now. Not too bearish, not too bullish, but bulls, you got to get above this trend line here, and you got to get back above these MAs, period. If it can't do that and it continues to chop, the 20 MA comes in, the 50 MA is going to curl in, and then you better look out to what's coming next with these charts and with the whole markets in general. So I still think markets have another pullback. We still have some big gaps down here, and at the end of the day, guys, Apple's got a big trend line down here around 110. I'm telling you, if this plays out, all these charts they're going to get smashed. Smashed. And Apple, it's been in this great channel. This was like the last hoo-ha, get it above, and man, it broke down pretty good. It's got to get back above the 172 area before this thing goes higher. I mean, you see the trend line there, and that's where we started hitting turn. It's got above it, but it wasn't really breaking out. They got above it to keep it going. Nice consolidation. I mean, this is a great consolidation pattern for bulls, but if this fails, down, going to retrace, and then we're going to go one more leg down. This is the weekly. I think we're still going to 121 when it's all said and done. So on Apple, but right now, guys, still not terrible. Holding the 50 MA, trend's not broke yet. So let's see where this thing closes on the weekly, and we'll redetermine Apple on Friday to see where this thing's going. So I'd still like a retrace on all these. And if you're not short Apple, short it up here, and then boom, get the next leg down. So, and if the market, the SPY, the Qs, and everything starts to sell, all these are done. These are going down with it. Everything. I don't care. Unless you got earnings one day where it will be green, but the next day, if it continues to sell the market, that one's going down too. All going down, guys. Amazon. So Amazon still holding it. Came on the daily chart right down to the 50 MA, kissed it right back up. You have good support here because you had the consolidation here for the 5 days or so. So you had good support there. Let's stick a fib in. Let's go. I'm going to go from this bottom here. That was a nice little pivot. So I'm going to go from that level to this level. Look at that, 618. Jeez. So 618, 50 MA. And he almost filled the gap. That would have been even better. Nice push up, daily chart, back above the 20, the 50, and the 200. Everyone's buying or Amazon. You get the pullback on this, everybody starts to buy. Gosh, we got to actually 1263 on this one. So we're back already almost 100 and whatever, 20 points, back above the 20. I want to see the weekly close. Has to close above the 20 MA. Right now, that's at 1373.37. We're going to have to see how this what happens after the next couple days or options X to see where this thing's going. But if we go back and retest those highs, we still have a lot of overhead resistance up here, guys. So keep an eye on that. The big area to get above will be the 1433 and then the 61 area. If we could get above those two areas, these big red bars here, then we'll probably be going for double top. And then I would have to say the how far did we get to? The 1500, maybe 1520 area up in there, and then maybe the next pullback down. I still think that daily 200 MA, which is at 1068, that's one of our targets here. And if the markets really start to sell and come in, not that to say they will, just watch for volume, I still think we can easily come down to this area here, right around 935 or so. And if that happens, we're going back down to 6. Maybe this will probably keep curling up about 700, 750 on Amazon. And that's because the overall markets, guys, just inflated. And that's what usually happens when these stocks, just start, rolling and rolling and rolling. We have good support up here, like I said, though. But once you start getting stretched, first target weekly would be the 1192. And then second target, 1048. And then ultimately the 1000 number. And then go from there. If this continues to go sideways, though, 20 MA curls up, then you're looking at 1500, 1550, 1600, maybe on earnings next time possibly, but I still think we get a little bit more of a pullback today or in these markets in the next couple weeks or so. So we're going to be watching for that. Amazon, still a great stock, guys. If you took, the bought this thing a while back and you're not taking profits, gosh, take some profits. I mean, we had a great run. 491, gosh. That's why I say this is only a year. What is it? A year and a half, year and 7. Well, no, yeah, a year and almost 3 years. This 3 years could be wiped out in a week. Next thing you know, you're down here at the 665 area or the 700. We're at this pivot here too. So just be careful in these markets. That's all I can say. Don't just get the dip and buy the dip and just expect this markets to go up. Watch for volume on the spider. Very, very important. And let's see what this market gives us in options next week. The real shark week coming to you Tuesday through Friday. We'll see what the Friday closes on a lot of these charts, and then we'll do the weekend update. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Appreciate you stopping by my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. And also, guys, I really do appreciate you watching this stuff. That's why I make it. Hopefully, you guys learn something. And hopefully, I save your butts in some trades that you're taking. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.